Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Karen. So I have not done a video in like 2 weeks. A week I was out of the United States, and then last week I just didn't feel like doing it. Question that I wanted to pose, health discussion question. So previously I posted on Facebook about sugar and how the FDA needs to regulate our sugar intake, and then um, I believe the governor in New York talked about banning soda, which he has. And I know a lot of people have said, you know, you can't tell me what I can drink or what I can't drink. But my question to you is, and it's the same thing, kind of like gun control in terms of people's rights and wanting to have their guns and being told what to do. But we're on track for obesity being at 42% by 2030. Right now it's around 33%. So the question that I want to pose to you is, if obesity is continuing to rise, don't you think that it makes sense for the FDA to step in if we ourselves can't have self-control and control the portion sizes that we are eating? People say, well, you can't tell me what to drink and what not to drink. But if we can't control our food intake to the point where our obesity is rising to 42%, are we going to continue to let it rise and just wait until the majority of the population is in a problem, in a situation? And what will our future generations look like if we continue to let this happen? So my question for the health question discussion of the week is, should the government be regulating what these companies put in our products? Because if we just continue to allow this to happen, then obesity is going to continue to rise, and by 2030 it's going to be at 42%. Who knows what it can be like 50 years from now. So that question is to you. A lot of people say that they don't want to be told what they can and can't have, but if you as an adult don't use wisdom and you can't even regulate your own food and your own choices, then should the government step in? Because I believe the government should. And then what happens when obesity gets to like 60% or 70% of the population, and we're looking around like, why didn't the government do something? And then when the government try to do something, we're saying that we don't want to be told what to do when it's too late. So I think that the government should regulate, because we're not going to help ourselves, obviously, because the obesity rate is growing in this country. And if we don't do something now, where will it be in 30 years, 50 years, and what will that look like for our generation? So the main question is, should government regulate our things, our foods, and should they or shouldn't they? And if they should, what would that look like? Would that be the sugar, like a certain amount of sugar within the products, and certain products that they use to keep our foods lasting longer for a longer period of time? Like, what would it look like for the government to regulate our food, as well as if we don't, the flip side of that, if we don't let them regulate, then what can we do as adults, responsible adults, to make sure that we decrease obesity and that it's not constantly rising, and to make a better America for our children to come? So that's something that I wanted to pose to you as a question of the week for our health dialogue discussion. Not really too much on the front with my exercise journey. This week was tough. I feel myself getting smaller. I don't have a taste for fried foods anymore. That's one tip I can give you. Cut out, if possible, all fried foods, all fast foods, and try to get as much protein as you can right after you exercise, because that's when the body will absorb it the most. And remember, this whole exercise thing is laborsome, so don't look at it as a temporary thing, but look at it as a long distance thing. Um, as well as eating healthy. I'll have more updates for you next week on what I'm doing to lose weight, as well as, it's not really about losing weight, but just my updated regimen that I'm doing now for my exercise and eating healthy. I hope you guys are doing well. Keep up exercise and eating healthy, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.